Well, I was trying to make a video that for the last 15 minutes or so involved me telling you about my technical troubles, and I clicked the start streaming button on OBS and not the start recording button, so I just need to collect myself. So, this is an update about just like everything, the state of the podcast, the state of this YouTube channel. I watched a movie I want to talk about. Oh my god, I'm so angry that the first video was not a video at all. It would be nice if it would have said something to me. I had to wash all my fucking pens. So, what the fuck has been going on with the show? We have ideas. The Evangelion series is not like officially paused or anything. It's just that the second episode was an unbelievable pain in the ass to edit because we chose to use this Discord plugin called Craig, which is like a podcast assistant. It records everyone, which is cool, but it records the Discord audio, right? It doesn't record the high quality audio that there's actually going into their mics. It records the voice over IP compressed bullshit that, gets spat out of Discord. And so there's a add-on for that called OnWeCaster, which does record the raw audio, and I used it on the Evangelion Part 2 episode where we talked about the end of Evangelion and barely scratched the surface. But it was kind of an unbelievable pain in the ass because even though it got all the audio beautifully, I had to sync it up because I forgot to have everybody do a clap or whatever. And so I actually streamed some footage of me editing that episode, and you could see this process. It was exhausting. I had to lay out the Discord audio track as kind of like a spine for reference for all of these other ones, all these other tracks. And then for Julie, I had to, I could hear her doing keyboard shit and talking to her partner, so I had to go pluck that out. And Kevin, I could hear stuff coming out of his open back headphones. I had to go pluck that stuff out. And I'm not complaining about my guests. I love them. They're thoughtful, and I'm so grateful for their time and their talent. But it was just the nature of the thing, right? You were getting people's raw audio. You have to do extra trimming. And I did, but it took me hours, right? And so I wasn't in any rush to jump back into that. But I thought, I've got an episode idea to record with Adam. It won't be so bad if I do it with Adam because it's just one other person, right? And so we sat down to record. In the history of this show, there's a theme, because most of the episodes that have ever been recorded of this show, even though they're not all available now, were me and Adam. And there was an overarching theme right from the very beginning that he doesn't like comic book movies. The podcast was literally born out of a drunken challenge where he said, or I dared him to watch Age of Ultron. Go to the theater and see it with me, and he said that he would only do that if I agreed to watch a pretentious, snobby, artsy film, which turned out to be 8.5 by Federico Fellini. And then we did. We watched them each, and then he for a while he was like, "Oh, we should talk about this. You have podcast equipment. You want to do a podcast? Let's go do this for your podcast. Let's have a podcast about movies." And one afternoon we just went upstairs and we recorded for 4 hours about it, and the rest is history, right? But it was true then. It's always been true, with very few exceptions like Logan. Adam does not like comic book movies, but Logan is an exception, right? And so Wonder Woman 1984 came out this winter, and I thought, this is one of the worst movies I've seen in a long time. We can do, for the show, now that Wonder Woman is new and relevant, to give you an idea of how long ago this was, we can talk about Wonder Woman. He will agree it is bad. And then we can also talk about Spider-Verse, which was very good. He appreciates animation. I thought he would enjoy that. And because that movie came out during the 3 years during which we were not speaking. And so that was what I pitched him. I said, this will be kind of like the old days where we'll talk about comic book movies, except this time, you're going to agree with me. We're going to talk about how bad these movies can be, as you always say, with Wonder Woman. And we're going to talk about what a pleasant surprise you can find when, like, a movie just happens to be, like, magical and wonderful. And so he texted me back after he'd finally watched them. We were on the cusp of recording, and he said, you're not going to like this, but I completely disagree with you. I thought Wonder Woman was a blast, and I thought Spider-Verse was actually pretty horrible. And I was stupefied, but I thought, well, shit, I mean, you still got the classic dynamic then. The roles are a little bit reversed, perhaps, because I expected to take the road of the artistically minded film goer who doesn't want to have his time wasted by dumb fucking schlock like Wonder Woman. I thought it had all of the potential to be an amazing episode, right? So we arrange a time, we sit down on Discord, we fire up Craig, we fire up on WeCaster, we start recording, and we did for 15 to 30 minutes. We never even got really too far into the movie. I was just bitching about something that had been happening in my personal life, which was that my, I should let sleeping dogs lie. Maybe that'll be a podcast bonus. Just remind me about my cousin-in-law. Anyway, but it was good. It was shaping up to be good, and then we realized. I think Adam realized that. The bot had excused itself from the channel. It was no longer recording. And we were like, what the fuck, you know? And it was getting late, and we couldn't figure out what was wrong. And so we thought it was his internet connection. And so we agreed to revisit the subject in the near future. So we put it down, came back days later, fired it up again, and we tried again to do this episode, and this time we did it. The bot still fucked off a couple of times, but we noticed when it happened, and we didn't lose too much ground, and we got it going again. And when that was all done, I went to collect these files days later. I was so fucking tired and frustrated, and I was getting drowned already in like 3 classes at college that were much harder than the last semester's classes, while like working and having like my little after work tiny side gig, and like I had no free time. I had no time to do anything for leisure. Barely see my girlfriend, barely hang out with with Brooke, or barely have time to try and podcast. And I was like, I knew it was going to be bad, and I finally went to download these files like 6 days after we'd recorded, and it was bad. There was so much missing content, but again, I'd forgotten to do a clap test or whatever, and so I had no way to synchronize this shit. I just had a track of me and a track of Adam. They were completely different lengths, and I just had to guess where they would line up at. That in order to find out how much was actually missing. And if that all worked, I would be able to I'm sorry, I heard noises downstairs. If that all worked, I would be able to start editing the thing, which again would be a total pain in the ass because I'm using Adam's raw audio and removing his room noise and stuff. And it just, I just couldn't. I couldn't even look at it. And that's why there hasn't been any episode in a long time. Hey, Brooke.
Yeah.
I found your cat. Come say hi to the video. It's just YouTube. I'm making a YouTube video for probably just Eric.
Oh, I thought there was a person on your screen.
It's just me.
Hold on.
I'm doing a channel update on not a channel, I don't have a podcast. Wow. It's a podcast update, but for the YouTube channel that I never upload to.
I didn't know there was a YouTube channel.
I know you don't, because I never upload to it. I was explaining. Well, first of all, I did this already. I talked for 15 or 20 minutes, and then it turned out. Is that good or bad? It's never
Your
good.
second economic impact payment. What you need to know.
Cool.
I get $600. I thought we were supposed to get like $1,400.
That's the third payment. Did you not get your second one yet?
No.
Oh. Cool.
So everyone else did, but me?
Yeah. I got one.
I didn't get it.
Anyway, so that's why there haven't been new episodes.
Wait a second, I was wearing a huge coat. I just want them to see that. Oh, it's me.
So Brooke, now that you're here, what kind of podcast episodes do you want to make when we get back to podcasts? And
I don't know.
yes, you do too. We're gonna do a Star Wars one.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Because what did your boyfriend do to you?
All right, so he made me watch all the movies, like literally all of them. But well, not literally, because I didn't have to watch the very first one because I refused.
Oh, the Phantom Menace.
I said I will not do that. And I fought so hard and got my way, but then we had to watch every fucking thing else.
Uh-huh.
And when we get to the final, when we get to the new movies, there's 3 of them. The first one's cool. I've seen it in theaters. That was dope. I never saw the others because I didn't care enough. And we watched the second one. I was so drunk that I thought we were watching like Space Harry Potter, and then for the third one I was so gone that I thought we were watching The Mandalorian again, and then I tapped out 45 minutes till the end. And instead of, like a normal person would, just finishing the last 45 minutes the next time we hung out, we had to watch it all over again. And there's more horrific details, but I'll save it for the podcast.
So, we're going to do that. I want to do another High School is Terrible one and just get drunk and just blab about high school stuff.
I always want to do that.
Those are always fun. We're going to have a classic me, you, and John episode of some sort, because that was a popular permutation on the show. But John's really busy. You work like 30 jobs. I
just quit one.
All right.
We're down to 3, baby.
There's a bunch of shit in the podcast room right now. It's just everything's a lot. Here you go, bud.
Cookie.
So there's all of that. Adam and I have some plans for the Twitch channel.
Who watches this? Eric?
Oh, this is basically for Eric. But someday,
Hey, buddy.
someday, some super fan may go back through the annals, 5 years in, when there's a lot of rich fucking content on this channel, and they're gonna be like, "Where did this channel start?"
Right here, baby.
Yeah. So we have a Twitch channel. I thought it would be fun to do Twitch, like watch-alongs, like these Netflix party or Hulu watch with friends or whatever, and just anybody that wants to jump in and watch something with us.
Oh, that's really cute.
We just, they can get in the comments or whatever and see us on webcam. Or
you should also stream us playing DDR.
Oh yeah, it's really dark down there. I tried that one time.
I recorded
dark as shit.
Beautifully, and the only bummer part about recording myself playing DDR is that I really honestly thought in my mind before I recorded myself that I probably looked kind of cool.
No.
In my head, I was like, I'm floating, dude. Like, I'm fucking so cool right now. And then I recorded it and was so ashamed. So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go take a dump now so that I can play DDR.
Oh yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we've got, that's the update on, like, what the fuck has been happening with the podcast. It's not dead. It's not on hiatus on purpose. It's just, been a lot. My life is in a constant state of either go or like pretending to go. And so I actually, for my own sanity and the sake of my GPA, I just dropped 2 out of my 3 classes. We're going to see how that works out for me in the end. I know the financial aid people aren't going to like it. But that does give me more free time. So what all have I covered? Podcast, not dead. Evangelion podcast, still in the works. In the planning stages. Got ideas with Brooke. I got ideas with Adam. I got ideas for the Twitch. We got Left Souls. That's a joke we've made on Twitch where Adam and I just play Dark Souls games and bitch about left-wing politics. Bitch in favor of left-wing politics. Probably argue with each other because we're not actually on the same page about everything politically. What else? Oh, watch-alongs, streaming parties, basically. And I don't have enough people, enough fans to justify doing that as a Patreon thing, so you're going to get it for free. And I'll follow the Twitter account, because I will, if I have something to announce about that, it'll be on the Twitter account. And besides that, the original reason I fired this up was because I had told myself whenever I made that video saying I wanted to work this channel a little bit, that I was going to talk about some fucking movies here, and so here it is. I'm going to talk about this shitty movie, Waiting. Hey, Brooke, you remember Waiting from 2005? That movie about working in a restaurant?
Yeah, I like that movie.
Yeah. It's alright.
I'll watch Waiting again.
Oh,
we have to watch... Ooh! We gotta watch Lion King.
Yeah. Okay.
I really just want you to bleep out.
Yeah, I will do something fun with that.
Just leave it on in there. Guess what, too?
What? Oh, wow. If we weren't on camera, Brooke would have had the courtesy to aim that away from me.
I know, I'm so sorry.
I don't know who you are when you're a performer.
I'm sorry. No, I'm an animal.
Yeah, no, I watched Waiting this afternoon. I can't remember why.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it probably since before I was even old enough to like go to parties or get into shenanigans. That's all that movie is just about showing your nuts to people and getting drunk and high and having sex with your coworkers. And I was probably like a junior in high school watching that.
You were like, yeah.
Yeah. I do remember like and the kinds of people that hung out at place like started doing that, just like showing each other their nuts and like using those terms like, oh, I got you with the bat wings. Yeah. It's really cool.
Yeah, I dated one of them, so heard all about it.
Guy had fabulous eyelashes.
Sucked. Beautiful eyelashes.
So freaky though.
Wicked person.
Gross.
No, actually, he would delight in being called wicked.
Oh.
He's just a stupid.
He's that kind of asshole.
Yeah, he'd be like, just got wicked. You know, really into it.
He's the kind of guy that like when you try and tell him what a cunt he is on Facebook, he's like, actually, that's an ad hominem attack. that's a fallacy. That's a fallacious argument. And I literally said to him one time, I was like, it's not a fallacy because I'm not arguing with you. You are a dumb...
I keep going the wrong direction.
Just like, you are a dumb, stupid piece of shit. It's not an argument I'm making. I'm telling you something about yourself. You are a fucking waste.
He's such a
like, well, actually...
little boner-shoving piece of shit. Yeah, remember that time we made out? And I showed you my perfect tits? And you were like shoving your boner back down the whole time, and it ruined everything.
I remember one time you showed me how he kissed.
Oh, yeah. It was just a real... I don't know, that... Yeah. Just to keep it classy, too, he only dated me because he couldn't decide between me and, and he decided to pick me because my boobs were slightly larger.
Class.
And he told me that.
Act.
And even though, well, no, I didn't have any self-respect, so I was like, cool, that's dope. Like, yeah.
Told you that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Told me.
This kind of tale
I know.
and more, the sort of things that you will enjoy on the next installment of High School Was Horrible, or whatever the fuck we call it.
Unless Brian's a pussy and he takes it down.
Oh, God, there's just so much targeted stuff in that last one.
There would be so much in another one.
I know, but... I might put it back up. I'm always thinking about it. Round the clock.
Do it! Do it! Who cares about that?
Yeah, when you put it that way. I guess it could be an open invitation to come work some stuff out on the show. Actually, speaking of... I don't think I told you. So Adam kind of misinterpreted Adam, you got it wrong. Misinterpreted the thrust of like my concept of a candid podcast. The flagship show I dreamt of when I bought my domain name, and never produced. It was just going to be about like real conversations about real shit with real people. Man on street shit. Go talk to. What's it like being a fucking pastor, dog? Or like, you know, just because I think if you ask the right questions, anybody can be interesting, right? Or not that Gary's not interesting. You know what I'm trying to say.
I do know what you're
NPR
trying to say.
NPR shit.
Yeah.
So anyway, Adam, because I called it the Candid Podcast when he and I had our public reconciliation on the show, he took that to mean Candid Podcasts are just confrontation podcasts. And he started immediately thinking of people that it would be fun to put on the show and just be, like have fights with them or like air dirty laundry or whatever. And so he got in touch with Caleb Borsch.
What is my problem? I was like, who the fuck is that?
He reached out to Caleb Borsch on Instagram.
Why?
I don't remember. I don't know what their history is, but he was like, hey, I'm talking to Brian Horner again.
We want to talk to people we hated.
Just wanted to see, right? I just want to let you know. I don't know why I'm doing the keyboard thing. He's on his phone on Instagram. Just want to let you know. I think it would be a lot of fun to have like you and your wife and get into the old hot seat and have an awkward fucking conversation in a public recorded space.
Nope.
And
nope.
Caleb left him on red. And so after some time, having found that out, I sent my own message to Mr. Caleb, who you'll recall I haven't spoken to since I tried to be friendly with him in a Denny's when I was 19.
Mm-hmm. And when I told him that you give your hellos, he said, no shit.
Well, so I reached out to him over Instagram, because apparently that's where he lives, and I said, hey, I it's come to my attention that Adam reached out to you on behalf of the show.
We do not want to do this.
I just wanted to like apologize if that made you feel weird. Like it was not my idea. It's a really weird situation to put somebody in.
That's so weird and uncomfortable.
I just want to let you know, like it's fine. You don't have to do anything. I'm not reaching out trying to get you on any show. I hope you're doing well. And just in case there was ever any question about the matter, like it's you and me, like we're good, dude. Like I haven't held anything against you for 15, 16, 17 years. Like I didn't put it that way, but I was like, I think you're great. Like whatever, fuck it.
Yeah.
He left me on red. So
Caleb, playing hard to get, but I like it. Hell yeah, buddy.
So anyway, that's the most recent update, and listeners won't even appreciate that unless I put that episode back up.
That's why I brought it up. And then I'm gonna get scared all over again once I walk away from here, thinking about someone hearing me talk ill of them.
Yeah, you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. That's the tricky part.
I hate hurting people's feelings.
Yeah.
But I love the idea of it. Alright, I'm gonna go play DDR.
Oh, okay. I'll come do that as well. Alright, we're gonna go play DDR.
Shots and do DDR.
We'll, I'll rig up the camera and I'll attach some awkward DDR footage to the end of this video.
I've got cookie in my pants.
What?
Cookie wafer, it's in my pants.
Oh, anyway, waiting. 4 out of 10. Soggy. Embarrass yourself.
You're a novice. What the fuck? Hell yeah.
Should not have had half a beer before we started.
I'm almost done with mine. Where's... Play it on hard! No!
Got it. You know, tomorrow is
Friday!
the beginning of our immunity. It's 2 weeks since we got gooped.
Tomorrow's not our vaccine.
Oh,
no.
I got a AAA, by the way.
Yeah, so that's fucking dope.
No, I didn't see it. Now I'm excited.
But tomorrow's not our next vaccine. That's next week.
Correct.
I can't even do this one on medium, so...
Sure you can. It's been a while.
No, I put it on hard.
You're better now. I know you did. I tried to hit it real fast so you couldn't second guess yourself. It's all good. Damn. Got my grade. I can officially phone it in for the rest of the school.
Whatever you just did with your feet was cool and efficient. That's beautiful. Hi. You're so beautiful. Do you want to say hi to Eric? Hi. This is Beef. And he hates this. Here you go. It's your turn, buddy. You're up next.
I don't know about this.
Retha. Kawaii.
Oh my god, it's not Chibi Kawaii!
Chibi. Kawaii. Daisu.
What's the fucking point now? I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Go ahead, Dave. I'm glad I didn't scare you off this one.
I thought that drinking a beer before doing this would make it so fun.
No, it's dehydrating.
your fart before.
That's because I'm very careful. That is the smell of it. That's a beer, coffee, ramen, Wendy's, muffled blonde.
I'm not trying to be dramatic. I'm really sorry.
Oh, I know.
You see my eyes?
I'm a lifelong private farter.
Not me.
This is my personal hell.
Oh.
Oh, this is a baby metal video.
Oh, cool.
Nah, this is scary. I didn't know we were on different difficulties. Look at you, brave lady.
Why?
Because you stepped on your pad hard. You should have done this level. This is a fun one. This is what you get for being dramatic about fart smells. You know, we're all God's creatures.
I really wasn't trying to be. I felt really
Beautiful
bad.
in our imperfections.
I don't even know what yellow means.
Oh, those are mostly for like gallows.
I'm not galloping. Why am I on this
This is how you get better. It's like a really good cool down song for me. I'm feeling good.
I'll just hit what I feel like hitting.
You don't get better unless you're stressed and scared.
I know.
It's like your hardest passages are just me standing still. Did you miss any?
How did I get it? How do you not get an F?
I turned off failing. There's no failing. You're not allowed to have Fs.